Right now in this economy, most American homeowners are actually flush with equity in their homes. In fact, the Federal Reserve's recent survey of consumer finances says it was reported that the median household net worth increased by 37% from 2019 until 2022. And that's even taking inflation into account. This is the largest surge in net worth since the survey began in 1989. And data from Adam actually shows that the third quarter of 2023, over 47% of mortgaged homes in the United States were equity rich. Rising values in homes have put many homeowners in a very optimal position. Having plentiful equity in your home is beneficial for many reasons. It can be a great tool for reaching multiple financial goals, whether you're trying to pay off debt, lower the principal balance on your mortgage, or buy rental real estate. It's one of my favorite ways, actually, to get started buying rental real estate was using the equity in my own home. Now, if you're considering using your home equity to grow your real estate portfolio, your options include taking out a home equity line of credit or a cash out refinance. But how do you decide between the HELOC and the cash out refinance option? For years now, I've been a big proponent of using the home equity line of credit or the HELOC to reach your financial goals. Heck, I even wrote a book about it called How to Pay Off Your Mortgage in 5 Years Using a Home Equity Line of Credit Strategy. But let's talk about the differences between these two strategies. And then I'm going to tell you why I'm such a big fan of the HELOC. So let's start with the home equity line of credit. A HELOC is a revolving line of credit, meaning it works similarly to a credit card. It uses a variable interest rate, which is unlike many other banking products. The terms of a HELOC are typically going to give you access to around 80% of your equity. Additionally, there's what's called a draw period, where you can actually access those funds. Now, typically during the draw period, you're only going to be making payments on the interest. And then once the determined draw period is over, the credit line goes into full repayment with monthly payments made on both the principal and the interest. So they might give you a draw period of like 1 year or 18 months or something like that, some sort of a favorable incentive to take advantage of the home equity line of credit. Then there is the cash out refinance. A cash out refi is when an existing mortgage is refinanced. And when you get a cash out refinance, you're essentially getting a brand new mortgage for a higher amount than the initial loan. The original loan is then paid off, and the difference between the original loan and the new amount is the cash that you get to keep. In this new loan, the difference is, and you get to keep the cash in between it. In today's economy, the HELOC comes out on top as the best way to access your home equity. Here are a few reasons why, in my opinion, the home equity line of credit is a better tool than the cash out refinance option. Number one, interest rates. Some people are hesitant about the variable rates that HELOCs offer, right? Now, according to bankrate.com, current rates are hovering around the 8% mark for home equity lines of credit. However, it's important to remember that this number is an average. So some lenders may allow you to lock in lower rates. You may also be able to find introductory rates, and again, where they give you this for a year or even 18 months. Number two is the overall price. When you take out a HELOC, you can take out a loan for exactly what you need. You start with a zero balance. So if you need the HELOC to make a purchase on something specific, you take out the exact amount you need. But a cash out refinance, however, essentially buys you an entirely new mortgage at today's interest rate. So if your existing home loan is locked in at a decent rate, it would likely not make sense to entertain a cash out refinance. A HELOC, though, is going to give you a second payment in addition to your current mortgage, so you have 2 payments per month. Unless you're taking out a very sizable loan, the numbers will probably favor the HELOC. Number three, repeatability. One of the major benefits to the HELOC is that it's a revolving line of credit, similar to a credit card. If you're intentional, you can actually get a lot of bang for your buck while using a HELOC to reach your goals. The HELOC is a great option for an investor who wants to rinse and repeat. Number four, shorter timeline. In comparison with a 30-year mortgage, a HELOC repayment period is usually in the 10 to 20-year range. For investors, though, there is one big drawback. It can be difficult to find a HELOC on a rental property. But just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. There are a lot of great lenders out there looking to do deals. It's just going to take some tenacity on your end. Don't be the guy who gets on the phone with one bank. Do you guys do home equity lines of credit on rental properties? No? Click, oh, I guess I'm out of luck. No. Keep calling. Keep calling. You will find them. They're out there. They're lending all the time. You just got to have some tenacity. So I hope this info gave you some insight into the world of equity products and how to use them to reach your financial goals. However, if you still have lingering questions about how equity works or how you can use your equity to reach your financial goals, check out this next video. It's the ultimate guide to leveraging your home equity to invest. Check it out right here, and we'll see you next time, everyone.